Hey, what's going on, people? We out here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Well, a little bit out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. I'm just right at the border. And it's a beautiful day outside. We running up the I-80, heading straight to NorCal by Friday. So, good driving today. And I want to commend everybody on commenting on the previous video and everything, and just to let y'all know that I appreciate everyone's input on that certain subject. So if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe if you feel like subscribing. I'm never not going to ask for no donations for any information, and nobody's not better than anybody. So that's that's what my channel is based on, just people helping people. So I had an incident today, right? And it was an eye-opener and also educational. So I'm going westbound on the I-80, and I'm in Nebraska. So no traffic, easily going. There's really nobody on the road. Speed limit about 75, and there was a vehicle in front of me. So vehicle going about like between, it was feathering of like around like 63, 64 miles per hour. So, and my truck does 70. So I'm like, hey, he might not be going anywhere, but I'm with a load. I'm trying to get somewhere. So I pulled over to the left lane, and my method for passing somebody is that I look over into my passenger mirror, and if I don't see both of your headlights and the logo of your vehicle, pretty much the whole front end of your vehicle, if I don't see the whole front end of your vehicle, then I don't pass you. I make sure I see the whole front end of your vehicle, make sure that my trailer is clear, and then make sure, of course, I signal and let him know that I'm trying to get in front of him, and I make sure that I pass. So I did all of that, and for some reason he gets upset. So he backs off, drives right to the side of me, sees who's driving or whatever, and then he gets in front of me, brake check me. He see I didn't flinch, and then he goes into this rearview mirror to give me this. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And he pulls into the rest area, and I'm like, Nate, I'm like, should I pursue this? And I know I should just like not pursue it or whatever. But I had to use the restroom anyway, so I just wanted to find out, if I bump into him, hey, what was the deal with that issue over there? I think I didn't do anything wrong. So I get out the truck, pull over. He parked over on the other side where the car's parked at. So me, I'm just cool, calm, collected, walking or whatever, just walking. I'm not whatever, running towards the guy, and he looks at me. And before I continue on, I forgot, let me put a disclaimer. If there may be some triggering foul language or whatever, so please excuse me for the language, and if the language is too much for you, then you feel free to stop it from here. But I'm gonna continue on with the story because I'm trying to get somewhere. But anyway, so he sees me and says, um, so what the fuck is your problem? I'm like, huh? I'm like, well, sir, I'm trying to, find out why did you brake check me? Like, I cleared you, you wasn't going nowhere, whatever. You was doing 60 in a 75, and, I'm trying to get somewhere. So he gets upset, oh, well, you fucking cut me off and all this and that and everything, and fuck you and all this and that. So you screaming explicitives to me, and I'm like, so basically you already lost my respect. So I'm like, well, same, likewise, fuck you too. And I walk off, and he asked me, can you come here? I'm like, what? Come here? I'm like, I'm a 43-year-old grown man, and I'm like, I'm not coming towards you. You get out your vehicle and come towards me and confront me like a man. And here comes the unforgivable. All right, so he's like, yeah, just like as I expect, you despicable nigger. I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, I said it. Yeah, you're a nigger. You're a disrespectful nigger. And I'm like, well, I'm the nigga that's standing outside, and you're in the comfort of your car, and not standing toe to toe to me. And why don't you come say that to my face, So he was like, oh, so you're calling me a coward? Okay. He pulls out a gun, his Glock 9mm, and say, I will shoot you dead in your face, you fucking nigger. So I just stood there and didn't flinch. I didn't go after the guy. I just looked at him and gave him the stare until he until he drove off, because you never want to turn your back on somebody that has a gun. So lessons being learned. Never again will I confront somebody on the road, because people are crazy out here, and nobody's not shooting a fair one. They'll shoot you, but they're not shooting a fair one. So they're not doing that. So lessons learned. My safety comes first, because he could have shot me right then and there, and it would have been the end of it. For what? Because of a brake check or anything like that. So, but on top of that, we're in 2024, and you have just the roll of your tongue to call, me the N-word, okay? And from what I used to remember, judge a man not by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. I always had that, in my logic, but I could have had called him derogatory racial remarks right back at him, but it was something more than that to me. Like, he see me for, it doesn't matter the uniform that I got on, it doesn't matter what I look like. I could be LeBron James, I could be anybody, but to, no matter who I am, whether I have a suit on or whatever, I will be a nigga to him. And this doesn't go for all, Caucasian people. I know racism is not an act or behavior of a monolith is usually an individual act. But you know, you just have to know that even to this day, we're in 2024 and we're still at the divide of black versus white. And that just let me know that this is just who we are as a country, and there's no healing from it. So I wasn't upset, I wasn't shook. I didn't even call the cops on him. I'm like, man, whatever. But you know, just lesson learned that the N-word didn't move me, not even your gun moved me. It was the fact that you can't even approach me or step to me as a man. And last thing, you know, before I end this video, Shakespeare got a famous saying, and I pretty much I think you heard it, you know, a coward dies 1,000 times before his death. That man right there died right in front of me, and he didn't even know it. So lessons learned, and I hope anyone that sees this video can learn from that and learn from my mistake. You know, sometimes you got to let things go. Don't confront people out here, because people is just willing to shoot you first, ask questions later. And there's a man like that roaming around free in the streets with a loaded gun. And even though I'm a gun advocate and I support the Second Amendment, but a man like that doesn't deserve to have Second Amendment rights. Just by the behavior and the logic of why he has a firearm, he should not be able to have a firearm. You know, the racist part of how he thinks or whatever, there's nothing you can do to change that. That's just the world that we live in. So anyway, we gotta hurry up and get on out of here. I got about like 3 more hours to drive, and then I'm gonna shut it down for the night. Watch some NBA playoffs, take my mind off some things, and let me know what y'all think, man. Like, you know, I mean, what would have been any of y'all's reaction? Have you ever faced an incident like that, like where somebody blatantly called you a racial derogatory remark? So anyway, y'all be safe out here, and I'll catch up with y'all on the next one, and I appreciate y'all for watching.